Welcome back to NerdAlert, everyone. We have an exciting show for you this week. But first, I want to reintroduce my special guest today. His name is Matt, the radar technician from Starkiller Base.
It is true. I was that.
Also known as Matt
technician.
Key,
Matt Key,
the host of many hilarious shows, such as the Marvel Movie News Show.
Yeah. And I produce Fatman on Batman with Kevin Smith. Yeah, it's
So
fun.
he's a super nerd.
Well, wait, Kevin Smith or me?
Both.
Yeah, no, because Kevin Smith
Why
is a
not the
gigantic nerd. Yeah, but I'm a pretty big nerd.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere close to him.
I'm fond of both of your criticism of the arts. And by art, I mean comics.
Well, yes, I am critical of a lot of that stuff, yes. Yes.
So we're going to jump right into it today. I hope you can use your Kevin Smith learned abilities to talk about Batman v Superman. There are some new images released. Well, specifically new footage, but we're going to look at the images so we don't get in trouble again. There are some interesting things that can be gleaned from, very short still frames, if we can take a look. All right, so that is clearly an Omega symbol, and that symbol has come to represent Darkseid. Darkseid is one of the biggest villains of the DC universe.
So, there's that city, it's decimated. But then, it looks like there's, a volcano over there,
I thought that was an explosion.
Maybe but if that's the Omega symbol, what if this is a dream sequence that takes place on Apocalypse? Darkseid's home planet is the planet of Apocalypse, and that is, that's next to New Genesis, which is where, the other new gods live and everything else, so, the All-Father, High-Father, but yeah, that almost looks like Apocalypse. I wonder if and we know later in the trailer we see Batman fighting parademons, or at least that's what it looks like.
So
they are.
Is your hypothesis that this is all a dream sequence or some kind of
it feels like that's kind of already been established that that's a dream sequence. I think it would be really so on Fatman on Batman, Mark Bernardin had this idea. That's Kevin's co-host. He had this idea that maybe Wonder Woman, on Themyscira, is able to sort of scry the future. She's able to kind of see the future, and she sees Batman and Superman, now friends, fighting parademons. To seeing the future.
Does she have a history of scrying the future?
She cannot, but some of the Amazons can. So so she can go to them, and that's one of the sort of motivation for her to leave the island.
That makes more sense for her to why she would be there and involve herself in the fight.
Yeah, but then a week later, the costume designer for Dawn of Justice and Justice League was talking about how Batman has a nightmare sequence, and that we see that in the trailers. So it seems like that's a nightmare sequence, and it seems like that's probably Batman's nightmare, but it also seems strangely foreboding for it to be a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? It would be weird that Batman would be like, oh, I've had a really bad dream, and it had the Omega symbol. It's very weird, because he doesn't have that power, so
Yeah, I get the feeling. I mean, I've heard people say, people who have, I guess, strong connections to sources associated with the production, that, Doomsday is not the final villain or the main villain even, and that he's a smaller aspect, and that makes me think, oh, maybe it is Darkseid, but then Darkseid is too big to be pushed into this movie with all these other elements.
Yeah.
It just seems like maybe it's something like what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been doing, where they're oh, Thanos is coming, it's gonna happen.
I think my instinct says that that's what they're doing. I feel like they should set up Darkseid. I feel like Justice League is going to be mostly about dealing with Darkseid, especially with them bringing in Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps and everything else, and taking DC into the cosmos and everything else. I really feel like that's kind of where they're heading, but I really hope that Darkseid is not a major villain in Dawn of Justice. It needs to be Batman fighting Superman, the two of them coming to terms with each other, figuring out that there's a larger threat in Lex Luthor, and taking him down. That's all it should be. And I feel like they're shoving more and more and more into this film, and it's going to become Spider-Man 3, and we're going to be like, so wait, who's the main? Yeah, who's the main villain? Who am I supposed to root for? Who am I rooting against? I don't want it to be that.
There's just too much going on.
Yeah.
And that has been pretty systematic in a lot of superhero movies. I think it'd be a mistake to go back there again. on the subject of Lex Luthor, I mean, we are learning some things about him as well, and what Batman's characterization is in this particular movie as well. It does seem a little bit different from what I was expecting.
In terms of like Batman's characterization is different. I don't. It's not so different as than what I was expecting. But like there was a trailer that was like a TV trailer, and it's just like a very well edited version of Batman and Alfred having, Bruce Wayne having a conversation with Alfred about why his philosophy behind taking Superman down. But like he is very much saying we've got to kill him,
which is weird.
Which is very strange. Like I'll admit, because even like in Dark Knight Returns, he actually goes out of his way to not kill Superman. And he tells Superman, he's like, look, I very purposely didn't kill you. Like, I just wanted to show you that I can weaken you and I could do it. Like, don't fuck with me.
Which I like.
You know, and like, I like that. He's able to like I heard a quote once that like true power is that having the ability to kill someone and then not doing it. Like that's like really powerful to me. And like, I don't know, like maybe like that's where Bruce Wayne starts off and then he comes to realize his mistake or something. But like, yeah, like a lot of those, especially with like some of the trailers, like showing him maybe even having a gun, you know? So
that's a little odd.
Yeah,
I mean, I think maybe it's not a lethal shotgun, which it seems to be. Maybe it's something else. I don't know at this point, but it does seem odd.
Yeah, he had like a sonic, like a sonic cannon or something like that in Dark Knight Returns. So like maybe it's that, you know, like we can't pass judgment until we've seen it. But there is an element of like, is that?
That's a little.
Does he have a sniper rifle? Like, is he gonna snipe Superman from afar, like with a kryptonite bullet? Like,
I don't know. I mean, like you said, we still can't really judge it until the movie comes out. We only have hints right now of what we can base certain talking, discussions and trying to figure out what's going on and what it could mean. Before we go, one last revelation. Wonder Woman flies commercial. Thank you, ad, for showing us the ad for Turkish Airlines. It is not invisible and it is not hers.
Turkish Airlines doesn't want to be invisible. I mean, they very much want to be very visible.
Yes, but with their great service and connections across the world, Turkish Airlines is Wonder Woman's choice of airline.
How much is Turkish Airlines paying you to say that?
I'm not Wonder Woman.
Like seeing that shot in the context of the trailer is kind of
it's a little weird.
Jarring. You're just like, here's Superman, here's Batman, they are men, they are fighting. Here's Wonder Woman getting onto a plane that's owned by Turkish Airlines, and she's apparently flying someone. Oop, put your bag away. It doesn't fit up there. You're gonna have to check that. And now they're back to fighting. It's just the two men. Like, it's just like, what? Like,
I mean, men, even the strongest men, use Beats by Dre headphones.
That is true.
Audience, what do you think we can learn from these new images we have from Batman v Superman? Let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.